Party people in the place to be. Live from 58 Dream Street, it's Jaymee with games. Now, don't adjust your monitors, folks. I really am this pretty. Your gracious host asked me if I would fill in here. Oh, Olifir 101, hello. I'm glad you like the art. Your host assures me that this is an early draft and that we are gonna see some improvement in the resemblance, but we'll work on it. Cedric the Owl, hello. It's spelled Jaymee, but that's okay, honey. It's your first try. It's all right. Just, learn and grow. Learn and grow here. Stimpinski. So your gracious host did leave me some notes, so I know Cedric. I know you're a regular here. He didn't actually write anything about Olifir, but if you knew the art was updated, I'm going to go on the assumption that you are a regular, so welcome. Stimpinski, neighbor and a son, playing board games. Couple of notes here. Let's see. Might be trolling sometimes, but in a friendly way, it says. So whatever that means. Okay, great. Oh my goodness. I am dropping the controller here, trying to balance it on my lap here. Okay. Oh, I forgive you, honey. Like I said, it's a first try, right? Right? We're all friends here. No. The trolls are under the bridge, honey. Under the bridge. So, your gracious host asked me to bring a little glamour here to 58 Dream Street, and I have never once in my life yet said no to being the center of attention. And so here we are. I should say, full disclosure, before we get started, I'm not personally all that much of a gamer, and that's not a disrespect thing. I got nothing against the gamers as a people. I've played a game before now and then. If there's not a real party going on, I don't mind going to a Mario Party. Just generally speaking, I don't know if you can tell by just looking at me, I've had other things to attend to. But here we are. I'm an open-minded person. I like to have fun. And so we are going to try to have some fun here. So my understanding, according to the notes here on these index cards, your host, he loves index cards. It does not seem like a organized way to keep track of things, but so on his notes here, excuse me, while I take a sip of tea. Delicious. So, in the notes here, it says that we are going to play Adventures of Lolo 2. Oh, hello, Daniel Wills. Welcome. I'm glad you could stop by, honey. Oh, you're too sweet. You're too kind. It's true. It says it's the Adventures of Lolo 2, but, and I guess this is important, it is not the Nintendo Entertainment System Adventures of Lolo 2. We're playing the Family Computer Adventures of Lolo 2. So, well, thank you. They are awfully pretty, aren't they? The eye is easily drawn to these big, beautiful roses on my sweater. Now, says here, it's the family computer version. So maybe one of you understands more than I do why that's important. And if you want to explain it to me, I'm dropping my controller again. If you want to explain it to me, I'll just bend over and get it maybe. No, I pulled it up by the cord. Just yanked the chain. Do feel free. If you know more about this than me, that's great, because I don't know a thing about what is about to happen here. So, we should get started. And I'm going to try to do that. And I have directions. So, okay. So, the first thing I've got to do is start up the emulator. So, What the hell is an emulator? I don't know. You tell me. Fortunately, it says here, I just have to go to Documents, and then Emulation. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm with it so far. And then it says to go to NES, which I would assume stood for Nintendo Entertainment System. Although, as already discussed, we're playing the family computer version. I don't know. And here we are. I found the folder. And it's called, this emulator is QFCEUX. Okay. File. Open. Adventures of Lolo 2 Japan. Okay. I'm putting it together here. Because I've seen a Nintendo before. So that must be the Famicom is the Japanese Nintendo. And so that's why we're playing Adventures of Lolo 2 Japan. I assume. Okay, here we are. Now, how's my sound? I might turn these headphones down a little so I'm not assaulted here by bleeps and bloops. In fact, perhaps, I'll just take a glance at the monitor here and turn it down a touch for you folks. Okay, so here we are. Now, they're like little balls. This cute though. We can tell which one's the girl ball because she's pink and she has a bow. Gender roles. And now someone's throwing dust or confetti or something on the other balls. And it's turning them to stone. If you'll pardon me, folks. They're getting blue balls. Except ironically, for the actual blue ball. Okay, we have our inciting incident. And now I guess Lolo, who I assume is the blue ball, is going to start his... Oh, look, they're going on an adventure together. Now, hold on. Let me just check here, because he explained the buttons to me. All right. So it says here on the overworld map, which I'm assuming this is, because it looks like a map. I can walk around with the arrows. That's intuitive. And then it says press the A button. But then it says be on your controller. What the fuck is up with that? I don't know. So if I press the B button, which I guess represents the A button. Okay. It says you can change between them. And then it says here that it makes really no difference. They control the same. That's progressive. They have the same abilities. And so it says, your gracious host says, usually he likes to just spend about half the time playing as one of them and half the time playing as the other. And he didn't underline it or anything, folks, but, So, okay. You know what? I'm going to say ladies first. And we've been advised, it says here. Oh, hello, Smokey. Smokey says here you're one of our European viewers. Your host left me a few notes so I could get situated. And that you love emojis. So I can see you got a couple already going. And keep them coming, honey, because I love those cute little pictures. They're very sweet. I am the Professor, Jaymee Rose. And as I've already said, but I should say it again since you just got here, that your gracious host asked me to fill in and give this a try. I'm not personally much of a gamer, but I'm a fun girl who's open-minded, so I'm going to give it a shot. I promised I'd play for at least 2 hours, but who knows, if we're having fun, we can go a little longer. I got stamina. So, ladies first, and it says here that I should go to the tree first, thanks to advice from one of our regulars, I guess, called Bag of Magic Food. So, whether you hear lurking, I think is the term, or if you just haven't arrived yet, or if you can't make it today or whatever, wherever you are, Bag of Magic Food, thank you for this advice. It says that the tree is going to teach me how to play, so let's find out. All I know from the notes here is that this is a puzzle game. So, I don't know if we're putting together a puzzle. We'll find out together. Okay. Oh, it's Grampa. Oh, good. Oh, good. I suppose I should have anticipated the speaking in Japanese. But we'll make do here. Maybe. Or maybe all hope is lost. Let's find out together. So, Grampa Ball, apparently... Oh, thank you, honey. Yes, the very, I went with just natural. I mean, not the... You know what I mean. We don't have the whole... We haven't gone all out here because I figured pressing the buttons and stuff. You see, I prepared. I was thinking like a gamer when I was getting ready. Okay, so Grampa Ball says something. And then I'm thinking that last one on the right there is not hiragana or katakana or kanji. See, I know the names of the alphabets. I'm thinking that's a heart, so probably that means that he is affectionate towards our little girl ball here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm nodding along. Okay. Well... Let's look at the notes for a minute. Okay. It says in the puzzles, so I think we are in the puzzle, that the goal is to pick up the hearts, to open the treasure, and then get the treasure. Well, this seems simple. I think I can do this one. So far, so good. Okay. Well, if it carries on like this, folks, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. I suppose they want me to go through the door there? Can't read it, as I've specified, but I'm thinking he's saying something like, "Good job, girl ball. You slayed." All right. Well, I guess I go and get the heart. There's more things than last time. Oh my goodness. This old hag here just zapped me when I walked past her. Okay. Okay. Will that happen again? It happened again, but the gears are turning, folks. It's a little warm in here. Just excuse me 1 second. While I turn down the heat a little. There. That should be better in a few minutes. Now, the gears are turning because I see I got these green things to work with. So can I move these green things? It's catchy, isn't it? I like it. It's got a bounce to it, you know? There might be an upper limit on how long you could listen to this. Just again and again and again and again and again and again and again. It might get annoying. Okay. So, the answer to this puzzle was just to make it so the old hags can't shoot their mean eyes at you. In my own life, I've taken a totally different approach. I just don't care about the disapproving glares of some old hag. It's not gonna ruin my day, honey. Grampa Ball here says, "Great job, girl ball. Slay on, Slayer." And I shall. Okay. So now we got these little snakes. And we got what I'm going to assume are supposed to be rocks. Okay. Okay. I was worried there for a second. But the rocks are going to stop the hag just as good as the things that aren't here anymore. The green things. Green squares, we'll call them. Ooh. That made a sound. And I know I said I'm not a gamer. That doesn't mean I'm not a bright girl who's paying attention. Because look at this. There's a number here now. That means something. I feel very confident that that means something. Fedev, hello. Oh, you're in the records here that your host left me. Said you're a regular. So welcome. It's nice to meet you. I'm the Professor, Jaymee Rose. Thank you. Thank you for specifying the brows, particularly, because I do get kind of self-conscious sometimes. I got the bushy brows, but I'm making them work for me. You could always just go and, have someone, I could cut them down, trim them, shape them a little. But ultimately what I think is you gotta try to just go with what you were given. Go for a natural look. So it's very nice to have you here with us, honey. Glad you could stop by. Yeah, that's right. Bold lady. Now, there are more notes about the gameplay here, and it says that the only button when you're doing the puzzles is the A button, and that the A button is for shots or for powers. And once again, folks, don't be fooled. Pretty girls can be smart too. I can tell that these are the powers, and it looks like I don't have any. So these must be the shots, and perhaps I got 4 of them. Well, let's shoot this snake and see what happens to it. It's in an egg now. Okay. Shoot it again. The egg went away. Okay, I can work with this. So I'm through. And I don't got any green squares, but I gotta work in theory. I gotta work in theory here. Let's try it. Let's try it. He's in an egg, and now he moves like a square. Ha! Don't underestimate me. I'm putting it together. The wheels are turning. My phone is blowing up. Hold on a minute, folks. I'm sorry if this is rude. But I'm a popular girl. Now, if I do this again, I can walk right up to the door, get the treasure. Great job, girl ball. He's saying something to the akin of, I'm totally gagging for your puzzle solving abilities. Alright. We're on lev 0, flow 4, flow 4. And now there's water. Can the girl ball swim? Girl ball cannot swim. I'm sorry, folks. Just 1 minute here, just a second. Not a full minute. It won't be a minute. Alright. Now. She can't swim. But I got a theory. It's the law of economy of whatevers here. Because there's nothing but a little snake guy. Oh my god. And look at him, he's dancing. That's cute. But I gotta put him in an egg, I think. And let's see if I can... My theory is I can push him in the water and maybe walk on him or something? Or maybe he makes a bridge? I don't know. There's only one way to find out. It worked. And we got the treasure. What more can you ask for? Thank you, Grampa Ball. Oh my goodness. Thanks for subscribing, David Ale. Hello, David. So I can tell you're a subscriber because it just said you're a subscriber. And it says here you live in Florida. So I hope that's going okay for you, honey. And I hope you're having a great day, and thank you for joining us. I should introduce myself. I'm the Professor, Jaymee Rose, your host, your gracious host. Asked me to fill in, bring a little glamour to the place. Playing this Adventures of Lolo 2, Famicom. Oh, you got a little laughy guy there. Beauty and brains. And I got a lot of both. And other things that start with B. But this is a family stream, so I'll leave that to your imaginations. But I know about this, so I can push my green block. Koodles! Welcome! He's on the list! It says IRL friend. In real life. So I guess you know our gracious host, personally. Oh! Olafia, if I'm saying that right. I missed your name, honey. It's right here next to Koodles. And it also says IRL friend. So hello, and I'm sorry for earlier. Sorry about that. Now, I'm a little concerned here. Because I pushed the green box. So our green box is next to this hag. But the hag in the other corner isn't blocked unless the heart is gonna block her. I guess we just gotta try. I will just brace myself for if the hag shoots a scary hate at me through her eyes. And okay, all right. Now we're cooking with gas, because I can see the next step. I wasn't born yesterday. Oh my goodness, honey. You are not kidding. Because at some point I might have to go on an intermission. Or at some point I gotta end this. I've never done any of this shit before. But just one step at a time, we'll get through this together. We're having fun, right? Probably not progressing as fast as Gracious Host might have. But on the other hand, there might be some particular charms. IRL pick incoming. Okay. Into the chat? I guess I'll... You see, folks, by the transit of property, your gracious host and me actually use the same phone. Oh my goodness! Kudos, you're wearing quite a hat, honey. It's like an octopus. He's got an octopus face, folks. Lots of tentacles. Oh, I'm sorry, Thedif. You said something, I gotta look over to the monitor here. Remember, it's about the journey, not the destination. That is so true, honey. And we're having a great journey together. Okay. I don't want to brag, but I figured this whole thing out already. All the steps. Watch me. Watch me. If you don't believe me, just watch. And kablooey. We're done here. Now, with the repeated caveat that I cannot read kanji or katakana or hiragana or any kind of Japanese alphabet, and for that matter, if it was transliterated, I couldn't read the words, I can see that this is different. Kudos, honey, I know. For some reason, I mean, it's all in the notes here that we're playing the Famicom version of Adventures of Lolo 2 and not the NES version. And so that makes it the Japanese version. I've deduced that the Famicom must be what they call the NES over there in the land of the rising sun. But what I can tell is that Grampa Ball here is saying something different to me. It's shaped different. Aw, and now she's waving. Sorry, got tongue-tied there for a minute. Maybe I'll have a sip of my tea. She's a beautiful little ball. But she can't do it alone. It's the two balls together that are really going to get the job done. And on that note, I think I'll do what your host does. And I'll switch over. Where'd he pick that habit up? What's the appeal, do you think, to him? If they play the same, but he wants to switch, he wants to play... I don't know. Maybe there's some underlying psychological thing there. I guess we all reveal ourselves eventually. Now, I guess I go somewhere else? So I guess blue ball here, although not one of the balls that actually is dealing with serious blue balls right now. I'm sorry, that's vulgar. I'll try to clean it up a little. It's the afternoon. This is a family stream. Everybody's welcome here. Oh, thank you, honey. I've always tried to be as eloquent, typo, but eloquent. Yes, yes, thank you. That is very sweet of you. Now we're playing the game. You can tell. You can tell now that I'm seeing this. Jaymee, what are you doing here? That's true. Eloquent. Now, you can tell we're playing the real game once you see it like this. Because now, I can tell that in Grandpa's tree there, in Grampa Ball's tree, it was like the practice room. But, on that note, I will point out that many of the practice levels were harder than this one. Except the first one. Pardon me. Have another sip of my tea here. Delicious. Okay. You know what? Maybe I was just selling myself short. Maybe I'm a genius and a natural gamer here, because I can see what to do. All you had to do was remember that you can push the green squares. I don't know if I'd even call that a puzzle. It says here this is a puzzle game. If things stay at this level, I think we're gonna have fun. We're gonna just progress very smoothly. We'll see. It is still a little warm in here. So if you'll just excuse me for a second. And I'm back with you. Okay. Bubba Sparks. Love them. I actually only know that one song. And this one other one with a banjo in it. And I don't even remember what the banjo one was called. Well, zap, zap. We got more shots. So now, we can go up to the top. Hey, the snake came back. Okay. That seems probably that's an important mechanic, so it's good that I noticed that. Now, easy peasy. Easy peasy, beautiful cover girl. Now we got more hags. So we gotta be careful. Don't want to get the hate glare from the hags. But I got a green square. Okay. Okay. And now, I'll just push the sky through and... Okay. So I guess the hags can see through the green circles, but not the ones that are kind of colored like my hair. So the answer is restrain. All right, very good. We've got the treasure chest open. But we don't want to rush and get got by the hag. Patience. It's fundamental. If you just take your time, take a deep breath, never do anything rash, things will come together for you. Onwards and upwards. They're really kind of cranking up the difficulty, it kind of feels like. At least the... Oh my goodness. I'm intimidated. Let me look. We got these new guys. Sleepy pink dudes. Sleepy dudes. I don't know what they do. Grampa Ball never told me about them. Well, let's get started. That worked just fine. Okay, okay. And if I'm gonna get that hat up in the top left here, I'm gonna need to block him, or her, the hag. My apologies, hag. I did not mean to misgender you just now. And then... See, this one is tricky. Because you gotta... It's all the way across on the other side. Where that hag is hiding. You could fall victim pretty easily. But I think I've got it under control. Well, okay. I'll grab the hat, and then we'll just pop back to the treasure. This wasn't so bad. Hold on. Our little pink guys are awake now. I don't know about that. Maybe I'll just try to give them a wide berth. Oh my goodness. They're fire-breathing dragons. They look so cute when they were sleeping. So I'm just gonna run. Okay. Okay. I don't think it would be good for Lolo here if that touched me. I'm assuming the Lolo does not like fire. But we're okay. We're okay. We are doing just fine. And I got a pretty shimmery egg. And the little ball did like a muscle thing, and that's kind of cute. The girl was just waving. So maybe we're not that progressive. Oh, look at that. Daniel Will's got a little face there. That's cute. Kinda looks like my face up there, but a little different. I guess in Ball Kingdom, the trees just, they don't burn. We could use some of that here in North America. But what are you gonna do? And there's a note here for me that we have not labeled this stream as political. So I'll just leave it at that, folks. Okay. We have new elements. The water's red now. And I know enough about video games to know that means it's lava. Oh, you're too kind. Although, I wouldn't have minded if you'd said something like, Jaymee for president once she turns 34 and becomes constitutionally eligible. Oh, who am I kidding? Now, what am I gonna do here? We've got lava. Aw, you're too sweet. Like someone spilled a bowl of sugar in a jar of honey. Not gonna go in the lava. For the same reason I tried not to let the fire touch me in the last one. And then we got these skulls. And right now, they're sleeping. But the gears are grinding up here because, you know what I'm thinking here? I'm thinking they're gonna wake the fuck up when I get the last heart, just like the fire-breathing dragons do. But I guess you just gotta find out. So let's find out. You got a patch of grass. A couple patches of grass here too. Some shots. Kind of shots I'm typically racking up on a Saturday, but like I said, being open-minded here, hanging out with my gamers. Well, hopefully, Mr. Skullface here will also block the hag, because I'm going to put him in an egg now. I'm gonna push him. So far, so good. Now, if I'm gonna go up and get those other hearts, I'll stop the hag. We're on track here. You know, if you don't mind my digressing for a second here, it's very sweet of you that you said I look not a day over 33. Some have said not a day over 27, but I'll take 33. I will. It's sweet. I appreciate it. But there's a bit of a ontological, existential, kind of ontological and existential crisis going on for me, because here's the thing. I'm a fictional character, right? I know. It's shocking. But it's true. I'm not technically real. And because of that, and because I, by the transitive property, share a body with the gracious host, it leaves me in a strange position because I'm a fictional character with a pretty thinly sketched backstory. Meanwhile, what I do know is that I'm a beautiful young woman, loves to party, but when you think about it technically, I've never had any experiences, and I'm about to turn 40. No, don't worry about it. Don't cry for me, folks. I'll be alright. Age is just a number. It's not what really matters. What really matters is having a fat fucking ass in the face of an angel. And so by those metrics, I'm doing just fine. Thank you, Poodles. Now, gotta get the rest of the hearts. And then I guess we're gonna find out what Mr. Skull does. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe the skull's just like the snake, but, you know, more upsetting. Oh, Stimpinski, honey, here's the thing. If you got the fat fucking ass in the face of the angel, you don't gotta worry so much. Not to make myself sound shallow or anything. Now, thinking like a gamer, I'm gonna get the heart that's the farthest away from the skulls. Last. Rigo Death. Welcome, honey. Very glad that you could join us. Nice to meet you. I'm the Professor, Jaymee Rose, your host, the gracious host. Asked me to fill in, play a little Adventures of Lolo 2 for the Famicom. Bring a little glamour here to 58 Dream Street, and I was only too happy to oblige. Oh, and I can see here, you're one of our European viewers, a German. She came to us through the Frosthaven show. Now, I don't know Frosthaven from Snowhaven. That's a great question, Stimpinski. And I gotta be honest with you, by taking the time to type that question out, you've already put more thought into the nickname than I ever did. It's the Profess-ah, honey. Just go with it. Now, what is going to happen when I get the last heart? This is important. I think what I'm going to do, because I'm thinking ahead, look at me. Adaptable. I'm already starting to think like a gamer. You're too sweet. Ha. Very credentialed. Some of those are honorary, but I still put them on my CV. Ha! Listen, you put a camera and a microphone in front of me, I'll profess to you. Whatever you want me to. I am going to think all the way back to when I was a little girl. Because here's the fun thing. There's some consolation to being a fictional character with a thinly sketched backstory. In an existential sense, that gives me the room to craft my own history. So I can think back to when I was a little girl, playing Mario, going fast, hitting the buttons at the right times, and we're just gonna run, because I don't know what these skulls are gonna do. Up, and when I touch the wall, right. When I touch the tree, that's tree. It's a tree. When I touch the tree, then I'll... Doot, doot. We can do this. We can do this together, folks. All right. Here I go. Well, it is a very, very fortunate thing that it turns out that these terrifying skulls cannot go onto the patch of grass because I froze. I would be skull food by now if it wasn't for that wonderful grass. And instead, I'm a winner, baby. All I do is win. And we're on to flow 2. Oh, look at this little guy. He's friendly. I'm gonna call him Blackhead. Perhaps at some point, our friend says here, our resident Lolo expert, bag of magic food. Maybe he'll show up and we can find out what these names, what all our friends here are actually called. But we'll call him Blockhead for now. They're all standing still. They also look like they have feet. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you can stand still if you have feet. Well, now they're walking. Okay. So they don't start until I start. That's very generous. So they're walking around. They look so happy. Much less intimidating than the hags. And the skulls. Okay. Well. Did I just see what I... Comes running at me. Okay. I can work with this. Believe it or not, folks. I've got a lot of experience with boys who come running right up to me as soon as they get their eyes on me. Bag of magic food! Welcome! So glad to have you here because, I don't know, so far so good, but at any moment now I might just need someone to start telling me what to do here. They're called Rocky and Lolo. Okay, Rocky. But Blackie and Kirby. I know Kirby. I won't be too explicit, folks, but I know Kirby, and me and Kirby have some things in common. Some notable abilities. I didn't finish reading. Blackie and Kirby, and they don't look so happy in recent games. Well, maybe that's the distinction. Maybe the Rockies and Lolo are happy, and the Blackies and Kirby are mean, and that's how we can tell them apart. Well, let's find out what happens when he chases me down. I'm running. He stops at the grass, too. This one can kind of sense me. I can tell. They both sense me. Okay, folks, I'm gonna run to the little girl's room. Take a brief intermission if I can figure out how to have an intermission here. And we'll be right back. So please, don't go anywhere. Oh, how silly of me. I didn't even go to the intermission screen. This is intuitive. I can see it says intermission. I'm going to click on it. Don't you go anywhere. And we are back! Thanks for sticking around, folks. Now, what was I doing? I was playing Adventures of Lolo 2 for the Famicom. I didn't even have to check my notes. Now, what are we gonna do? Well, actually, it seems kind of obvious, doesn't it? I'm gonna go down, and then over, and then I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna grab that hat. And then I'm gonna run from the boy so he doesn't chase me down. Well, he's gonna chase me, but he's not gonna catch me. And I'm gonna try to... This one's just staring at me. Okay. Up and then down and then to the right. Here we go. All right. Oh. He doesn't hurt me when he touches me. That's nice. So he is a nice guy. I could tell. Sometimes you can just tell. Good man has a kind of aura about him, right? And it's rare enough. No, I understand. We probably have a dominantly male audience because of the gamer thing, so I should be clear. I'm not a misandrist or anything. I'm just saying. They're not all as great as you folks. As you fellas. In my experience, anyway. But doesn't want to hurt me, but he's pushing me. Little block-headed Rob Thomas here. Matchbox 20, folks. If you didn't get the reference. Maybe some of you are too young, but they were big in the 90s. Well, I gotta get the rest of the hearts and then just get the treasure. Not so bad. I suppose most video games would probably be easier if the bad guys didn't hurt you. Maybe they'd lose some of the mystique, I don't know. Oh my goodness. Well, these fellas did not miss their morning coffee. Let me tell you that. They did not miss the morning coffee, the afternoon coffee, their brunch coffee. They're well caffeinated. Just look at them. I don't even know if I can open my eyes that wide. Let's see. That's what I can do. Cedric says, so long as Black Rob Thomas isn't accompanied by Cube Santana, he should be manageable. That's some smooth wordplay. Because, in case we have some younger viewers right now, Rob Thomas and Santana collaborated on a song called Smooth. And, you know, someone who was born after 9/11 might have a hard time believing this, but there was a period where the government mandated that that song be played at least every 15 minutes on the radio. So a lot of people got sick of it. Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say our little green friends are really gonna stop moving when I start moving. I don't think these guys look like they stand still much. Oh my goodness. A little bit faster than Rocky. I feel very responsible and classy right now because I'm drinking green tea. I normally, a little different from your host, I like to get my fancy Starbucks things, more sugar than anything else in them. I'm a coffee Philistine. I don't even normally drink tea. Okay, back on task. What are the green guys gonna do? Nah, that's fair. You saying no one who has forgotten about Push remembers Black Magic Woman. Well, I suppose unless they're much older. If Black Magic Woman was contemporary to him. Bah! But I digress. Let's find out. What do our green friends do? I'll try to get to the grass before they touch me. Oh, isn't that cute? They touch you and they fall asleep. Known a few guys in my lifetime who fall asleep almost immediately after touching you. But I'm not telling tales out of school. Well, can I move them? No. I'm gonna have to get some shots, I guess. Well, hopefully there's shots. I've noticed there doesn't seem to be a system to whether the hearts give you shots or not. No shots. No shots. What am I gonna do? I mean, there's still 3 chances. I've got an idea. Sometimes... Nah. Caffeine crash, hormone dump, whatever. Oh my goodness. Listen to me. I keep forgetting this is supposed to be a family stream. Now, let's take advantage. Sometimes it just pays off. Like that Jennifer Lopez movie with Cardi B. And Lizzo was in there. What I'm saying is, sometimes when the gentleman falls asleep right after you touch him, you might be able to grab the hearts and get running. So we're on track here. But I got no shots. It says here to press select. None of these buttons on this controller say select. I'm just going to point out. Maybe I'll leave a little note for your gracious host next time. He's supposed to be a technical writing teacher, if you can believe that. Maybe he could have described the button a bit more precisely. But I'm going to make a guess here, because like I said, I played a Nintendo game or two. And there's a button called start. So maybe this button called back? It started us over. Okay. It's honestly more intuitive for a button called back to take you back to the start of the level than a button called select. But what do I know? I'm not in the video game industry. So what am I gonna do? What I think I should do here, bear with me, is just put these fellas to sleep maybe somewhere where they're not messing up my future prospects. Let's see. There! That should do the trick. Because this was the only thing I hadn't done, was this one hat down here in the lower right. Oh my god! You put him in the little small space and he kind of looks like he's trying to It's a family stream, I shouldn't say any more. Aw. Look at his one little tooth. Sleepy green guy. Which is, I guess, what we'll call him. Unless someone wants to chime in and help me out here. I'm thinking that your house didn't give me a, pardon my pronunciation, bestiary for the game. Because he didn't want to try to draw all these things with a pencil on an index card. We've done it! Lev 2. I'm gonna guess that means level 2. Flow 3. Flow probably means flow. Grampa Ball really did not prepare me for all the challenges that I was going to face. Because we got these little gray guys, distinct from Rocky. And we got another type of bridge. I don't know. I don't know. Or is that a cobblestone path? I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to play. Alright. So far, so good. Our little gray friends are running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Maybe I'll start with the low-hanging fruit. Grab this hat. And maybe what I'll also do is I'll give this a little push. Because I don't know, but it seems overly optimistic to assume that two gray guys, two different types of gray guys, are both going to touch me but not hurt me. I'm learning about myself today. I have the mind of a gamer. I suppose by the transitive property, I technically have access to everything your gracious host knows. But quite frankly, I don't need all of that shit rattling around in my head. I got my own stuff to think about, honey. Blacked. So now I can get this one. And now, I guess it's still a bridge. Bridge is a bridge, right? Oh. What I think is happening here, folks. You happen to know this is one board where you can observe the collapsed bridges turn into north-flowing river tiles. Okay. I will try to remember that, and maybe at some point I'll even know what it means. I can put one thing together though. I might have even got it without your comment, bag of magic food. But if I go back across this bridge, I bet it's just gone. Not bad. Not bad. She's doing okay so far. No comments from the peanut gallery about little girl Ball's weight. That a stone bridge can only handle crossing it twice. And now... I... 2 shots. So I bet, what I'm going to go on a limb and guess here, is that I don't want our little gray friends here running into me. And I can't see what else I would do with my shots. So, I'm just going to have to try to time this carefully. I'm going to do my very best to grab that heart and immediately do a shot. And if all goes according to plan, we should be safe. But let's find out together. Alright. Now... my heart is palpitating. It's exciting. The adrenaline is coming up. I'm having fun. Well, it was a nice theory. It's all good in theory. Didn't so much come together in practice, but we'll try it again. We'll give it another shot. Confirmed, the little round gray guys hurt you. So, gray plus square equals friendly. Gray plus round equals bad. Mean. Cruel. Wicked. It's messing with the blood pressure. That's why they fall asleep so quick if you touch them. Now, I'm gonna try. Let's work smarter, not harder. I guess I still gotta get the timing right. And then I gotta run fast. Ooh. Maybe I don't gotta run so fast. If I just think a little bit in advance. Working smarter, not harder. Because... now I can just go down and to the left. And fortunately, our little gray friends might be a little aggressive, but they obey the do not walk on the grass sign. They're authoritarian followers. Let me see here. I gotta do the same thing. And that's all I gotta do? And then I've won? And I'm victorious. Ha! Nailed him. And we're on to the next one. Going to floor 5. 5. Who's this handsome fella? Look at him. He's got his ears or his hair, his horns all done up. Whatever it is. I can tell he's not a good guy. It's the lack of pupils. Well, is he gonna move? I don't know. I guess we just have to find out. He's moving. But what does it mean? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, since over here in the top left, it's a little more familiar. We got our snake friends. We got a hag. We got some hearts. Maybe we just worry about them first. Step by step, day by day. Let's see. I'll take my green guy up here and... Something happened. I'm sorry. I didn't see exactly what happened. I'm going to... This is kind of embarrassing. I was just looking at myself. Oh, you know the feeling. It can be hard to take your eyes off of me. I can relate to your own struggle. But he doesn't want me to be on the line either. So, I know what to do differently. I only gotta touch the stove once. And I'll put my green square there. I'll put this green square here. Magical. And now what? I don't know. Well, I can get a hat. Now I can get another hat because I got shots. We're on track. But then what? I gotta think. I gotta be careful here. Because whatever it was that he did to me, he's gonna do it again if I go on the line. He's kind of like the hag, but he moves. And is much nicer to look at. His skincare regime is a bit better. He's got a pinkish hue. A hag here looks kind of dried up. What am I gonna do? Well, if I think ahead, if I think 10 steps ahead, I can see that I'm gonna have to get that heart at the top. And I'm not gonna want to have this guy killing me while I do that. You can tell I'm learning the game. Because I know I don't want anyone killing me. So, what does it mean? I don't know. I've got one shot, and I got one snake. Okay. Maybe this wasn't as hard. Maybe I could have figured this out one out a bit faster. Oh well, next time. I'll just plan ahead. I'll leave the snake here. And then... Can't put nothing past her. I'm gonna run. And then... I'm gonna trap him. Ho ho ho! You're not so mobile now, are you? Because you see, folks, what I can perceive here is that I don't need to go back underneath him. So it's okay to move that green square. And now he's covered. Now I think I just gotta go for a walk. The sand, or whatever it is, slows you down. I see the design principle at work here. Introducing new features in a controlled environment. Because what do I care if I'm slowed down here? But I might in the future. We'll just have to find out. And the little pink ball gets the key. The pink ball must have a name too, I assume. Oh, I hope. I hope this isn't like Hey Ann, Japan. She's just called Lolo's girl. Or something. Grampa Ball's granddaughter. There's a lock here on level 3, but we just got a key. And now we can go in. There's nothing new under the sun. Hags, skulls, sleeping dragons. I got green squares. Let's get to work. I can see step 1. Now I don't have to worry about this hag down in the bottom left. She's all boxed in. She's in a retirement home. Bye-bye. Heh. Smell you later. I can get this one. But should I? I don't know. Because from here, what's really gonna be important is just what happens when I get the last one. And the dragons are breathing fire and the skulls are running. I can see that much. That much I know. But I might just have to try and find out. Maybe we fall down, skin on knees. But then you just gotta pick yourself up. Nothing's impossible, I have found. When my chin is on the ground, I pick myself up, dust myself off, and start right over again. Listen to me enunciating like a lady. Even pronouncing the R and over. I know all about the letter R. Okay. I don't know what's gonna happen when I get that last heart. Wait a minute. Oh, I see my folly already. Because I'm picking up the game. Once again, you can't let this fool you. I'm a smart girl. I'm gonna press the back button. Why, you ask? Would I give up so easily? Because I made a mistake. But you'll see. I've got a plan. The gears are grinding. You want to know my plan? I'll show you. Wait a minute. No. I gotta act fast, but watch this. Watch this pro-level gamer skill that I'm about to manifest. Oh my goodness, she's done it. Why did I do it like that? Because of the grass. You see? There's grass in 2 places by the hag. But the other 2 places by the hag got no grass. And so, when we grab the last heart and wake them all up, Mr. Skullface is just going to be running all around. Unless he can't go on the grass. Meanwhile, Mr. Fire-breathing dragon here doesn't seem to move. So I think I'll be alright. But, having said that, I better find some more shots. But what am I gonna do here? I've got more shots. So I'm just gonna do the same thing, but kind of rotated there. And I can handle that. Watch me. I see. Here we go. Or for you gamers, as your Mario would say, here we go! Huh? Water everywhere, not a drop to drink. For Mr. Skullface here. You gotta give it to him though, he looks cool when he's awake. Flashing eyes. Spooky. And now, we just gotta hope that Lolo here can run fast enough that he's not gonna get roasted. I certainly hope he can, because I do not have another plan for what I would do differently. But let's find out. Easy peasy. And now, we're done. It looked intimidating at first. It's a piece of cake. And I love a piece of cake. I do. God help me. My hips love it too. Okay. See, I'm leaping right into action. I'm getting the hang of this. Because I can see I got 4 of these hats that I can just pick up. And now, we gotta stop the hags. We got 3 green squares. And we got 2 snakes. 2. Gotta orient my hand to the camera. was never my strongest subject. Playing into stereotypes here. But I do know all about lesser than and greater than. And 5. So 3 green squares plus 2 snakes is less than 8. And I need 8. So, it's a conundrum. It's a real conundrum. It's a thinker. What are we going to do here? Let's try moving our green squares around first. Because we're going to have to do something with these snakes, I can tell. Something tricky. But the green squares, it's much simpler. Because once they're against the wall, what am I going to do with them? Well, not to tell any tales out of school, but there have been times in my life when I've had someone up against the wall and I knew exactly what to do with them. It's past 5 o'clock here, so we can go from family stream to PG. Just make sure your parents are okay with you continuing to watch. Don't want to get anyone in trouble. Okay. I can't get a single one of these hearts yet until I use the snakes. But then, here's the problem, folks. The snakes are going to have the same problem once they're in the eggs as I'm having with the green squares. I can't get the green square back. How am I going to get the snake back from the egg once I put it against the wall? What to do? Oh my goodness. What's a girl to do? I got a lot of shots. Let's try something. I'm going to try something. I want everyone to recognize how clever this is if this works. And if it doesn't work, remember that I'm just learning. So you shouldn't be too judgmental. Oh, I'm an idiot. At least in that moment. But my theory is confirmed. I can shoot the eggs. And then they'll go somewhere. But of course, if I do that when the egg is between me and the egg, so I'm gonna have to move a little faster. But I'm always in favor of moving a little faster, so we should be alright. Giving it a shove. A little push. Put my green squares in place. And then we'll just do the same thing, but a little smarter. Learning, growing. Let me try this. Now, is he gonna come back? Like if I pushed him in the water? Wait, have I shot these guys twice before? I'm not sure. But he's back. Hypothesis confirmed. Now, let's just do it again, and again, and again. Only 3 more agains. I think I'm gonna have to go a bit faster for the top one, because it's further to push. Here we go. Wish me luck, folks. She's done it. Well, we don't have to wait for our friend there, because this is another easy one over here. Let's get it. Got it. 2 shots left. 1 heart left. We can do this. And then just mirror it. And voila! It's like I was born with a controller in my hand. Now, this one's intimidating, but I think we're gonna be alright. In the sense that it's just a game, so it can't hurt us. Hello, Tristan. Who's Ruel? What's Ruel? Oh! Am I pronouncing that correctly? Hi, Ruel. I'm very glad to have both of you here with us. Ruel. Ruel. Lovely to meet you, Ruel. I'm glad to have you here with us. Now, it says here in my notes exactly who Tristan is. So we're gonna change the rating back from PG to family. So keep it clean in the chat, folks. And let's see what I can do. Well, I can take this heart and I did. And then I can push this block up, this green square, but I'm perceptive, so I can see that if I go and try and get that heart, the other hag is gonna nail me. I'm running circles around these hags. But not literally. Because if I actually tried to run a circle around the hag, they'd get me. But figuratively speaking, we are running circles around these hags. Now, what am I gonna do? What is my next move? We're gonna deal with Mr. Pink.
Why do I have to be Mr. Pink?
And because it's a family stream right now, I'm not going to say the rest of that very famous movie quote from Reservoir Dogs. I think I can do something here. But what? I see. I'm gonna have to be careful. But I think I see. I'm gonna push this one down. Voila. Now, I'm gonna push this one. Wait. I'm confused. Well, what if I don't know. I was thinking I could trap this fella, but I'm not exactly sure how. Wait, my thought has come back to me. I'm going to very carefully push this over and get back before he does whatever it is he does to me. I didn't notice the one time. Thank you, Koodles. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's a message from Tristan and or Ruel. So thank you. I appreciate it. It's very pretty. My favorite one is the heart. But the kitty cat with the sunglasses, also cute. Now, to the left, to the right. I'm sorry. Could I ask for some clarification, Koodles? Is there an Ariel and a Ruel? Or was Ruel Ariel all along? At any rate, watch and learn. A master at work. I've trapped him. And I've restrained myself from running and getting the lower left heart. Because I can see that hag up there. Because there are children watching, I should perhaps a little after school message here. In general, we should not call all the ladies hags. It's only because I know these ones are mean that it's okay. But good heavens, do not go calling your grandmother a hag. And if you do not tell him that Jaymee Rose is the one who taught you to do that. Blame it on your father. I am going to push Mr. Snake here. And now I can safely grab the hat. Look at her go! Whew. I'm just gonna stretch a little here if you don't mind. I'm not used to all this sitting. Don't know how you gamers do it, but I respect it. Now, we only have one high left to get, so let's push Mr. Skullface. Where's the treasure? That makes sense. Same reason I suppose I can dance for hours in heels. And we all gotta choose how to spend our time somehow. And there's no right or wrong answer. And we're all friends here. I'm gonna push Mr. Skullface. And I'm gonna get the last heart. And if I do it fast enough, Mr. Skullface should still be in an egg. And I can start running back to the treasure because... Look at it go. I can see that we've got some sand here. So if the Skullface was chasing me, it'd slow me down and I might get caught. But that's not going to be a problem if he's in an egg. So here I go. Ta-da! Beautiful. I've been drinking tea, but I've also got some mango juice, so excuse me just a moment while I hydrate. Delicious. I love mango. Get a little vitamin C boost, put a little pep in my step. And of course, you gamers know this. It's important to stay hydrated. It's important for your skin. It's important for your mood. It's also just necessary to live. My goodness. They are certainly coming up with some layouts, folks. They certainly are. And good for them. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to take a step to the left. To the left, to the left. There's a heart right there on the ground to the left. And the hags, Cedric. I meant to ask, Cedric the Owl, that's cute. Is that from one of your games? One of your little games? Or maybe one of your Japanese animation cartoons? Oh, another message from Tristan and Ariel. I see a drama mask and a robot. And... oh. Establishing more gamer cred. I see Pokemon. I don't know what the Pokemon are called. It's from a game. Awesome. Cedric is a nice name for an owl. I don't imagine I'm ever going to have a pet owl. But if I had a pet owl and I was trying to name it, you could do worse than Cedric. It's a good name for an owl, good name for an entertainer. Well, what have I done? I was just thinking about calming this guy down. But I'm gonna need to get that heart in the top right, and now I've made a line with him. Ooh, there's a good icebreaker. Top 3 illegal pets. Anybody feel free to sound off in the chat. And Cedric, I would love to hear your other two. Let me think, what are mine? What are mine? Slow loris. If you've never seen a slow loris, folks, look up the slow loris. Watch a video of a slow loris getting tickled. Oh, Ariel and Tristan sounding off. We have a little dancing dragon, a pretty hot, and some wings, some Japanese animation girls, and some hands making a heart. Otter, owl, fox. Oh, fox is a cute. For sure. I feel like having an otter as a pet. Not only do you have to have a pretty big swimming pool, but you kind of got to be willing to just say, well, it's the otter's swimming pool now. We'll go to the beach or the public pool. What am I gonna do now that I've created this line? I don't know. Oh, I haven't even answered the question. Slow loris. And I can't recommend enough, folks, that you go and you look up slow loris being tickled on whatever video platform you're using these days. It really does just keep going. At first I thought, you know, we'd go from the volcanoes to the tower, maybe there'd be a different song. It just goes. It does not slow down. I respect it. It's a bold choice of soundtrack. Slow Lois being tickled. I should spell that out just so you don't wind up looking at pictures of some lady named Lois who can't run very fast. Loris. I know I skip my R's sometimes. Let me think some more while I play the game a little more, because that's why we're here, right? Well, that and just to spend time with me. I have an idea. Watch me go. Shots. And now... You're so funny, Cedric. Keeping things lively for us while I'm thinking. And watch me here. I'm gonna push him over and down. And Rocky is a good boy, so he's not gonna go on the grass. And now, Mr. Pointy Ears down there. Koodles. It's a family stream right now. Say donkey. It's a family stream on behalf of your children. I know that one. Not just that it's a Pokemon. It's a Pikachu. And that, if it was real, might be a fun illegal pet. Some fellas got a one-track mind. Koodles. What can I say? Now. What am I gonna do next? Well... Welcome back, Dano Wills. Or if you've been here the whole time and just being quiet, thank you for speaking up again. Mwah. Now, I should push someone in an egg. Maybe I'll start with Mr. Snake here. I do not believe that Snake would be one of my preferred illegal pets. Slow Loris is venomous enough for me. Excuse me one moment, folks. I'm getting a note from upstairs about the lighting. Gonna adjust the lighting a little bit, folks. Hang on. Brighter. Hi. Now, where was I? And that's a fair point too, Cedric. By the time you're getting into illegal snake pets, you probably really don't want that as a pet. This is my pet boa constrictor. I call him Bo. He's 30 feet long and he's gonna kill me someday and eat me. Slow Loris. A lot lot of folks probably have the instinct to say monkey or chimpanzee, but you're not thinking enough about how violent these apes can be. Keep your illegal pets small and slow, if possible, like a slow loris. Then all you gotta worry about is the venom. Now, I'm gonna take Mr. Snake here and I'm gonna put him over here. Because I'm a smart girl. And I can see that if I put him here, he's doing two things for me at once. How very kind. But ask Tristan. Probably that's not Koodles himself typing on his phone. David Ale, are you still here? Maybe you can weigh in on the releasing of illegal boa constrictors into the Everglades. What else am I going to do? I don't know. Well, here's a thought. Let's take this fella. I'm getting a text, popular girl. Gonna take Mr. Fire Breathing Dragon up to the top. Because then I can get the heart in the top right. And we only have one left to go. Well, I don't know, sweetie. Why don't you tell me, I see. I'm gonna take Mr. Skullface here all the way to the other side, so that when he wakes up, he's stuck in the grass. Just a skull in the grass. I might have made a mistake, folks. It seems very possible to me that I am going to get fire breathed upon when I try to get the treasure. But we'll do our best. Another message from Tristan and Ariel. We've got some fellas in party hats. Purple guy. Got a girl just really working her neck out. Lovely. No Pokemon in this one. Keep them coming. I appreciate each one of them. So tell me, Koodles, does little Ariel enjoy the Little Mermaid? Or is that a thing where she feels threatened? You know, that's my name. I'm not a mermaid. I don't have fish legs. Gonna test the waters here for a minute. We can confirm that the lid of the treasure is not gonna stop the fire. I think we have to imagine that there's a sense of scale that's lost in the tiles, making everything the same one square. We should be picturing the dragons as a little bit taller than the treasure chests. Here we go. It's in the hands of the gods now. it worked. Lucky girl. So, we're on to floor 5. 5. This should be the end. If the pattern holds. Because Grampa Ball gave us 5 practice levels. And both of the volcanoes gave us 5 levels. 5 floors. Sorry. So it stands to reason. Let's find out. I suppose we can't find out until we clear floor 5. So that's step 1. Or I guess step 5, depending on how you want to think about it. Pardon me. While I have a sip of juice. Mango-licious. Now, the hag's gonna get me if I go for the bottom hat. But I should be safe with this one. And shots. This looks kind of complicated. I can see how to get the hearts. And there's going to be a lot of fire-breathing dragons. I'm going to have to cross the water. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. I gotta remember, Mr. Greenface here, our highly caffeinated friend, cannot be put in an egg while sleeping. So I don't want to touch him yet. If I get him from here, I'm covered. Maybe now I'll put him to sleep. So the hag is stuck. And now I don't have to think about her anymore. Dirt off my shoulder. So. Let me think. Let me think. I'm going to use another shot. On the mean gray one. You can tell it wants to get me. I can cross the water. I wasn't even thinking about it at the time because we were talking about illegal pets. So I thought it was you, Koodles, saying your preferred illegal pet would be like a donkey. Uh-oh. Out of the mouths of babes. Now. Getting a little insurance from the fire-breathing dragons. And then we're gonna get Rocky to help us out here. I feel bad because Rocky's one of the good ones, but we're gonna push him in the water and drown him. It's okay. I already thought of that. I've already covered my bases. Whew. Our fella here really gets a lungful. Rocky doesn't want to let me in. But I'll just shoot him from here. And then go around. And across the river. And now our next dragon's blocked. And now this doesn't seem so intimidating. We're about to find out. Is the tower over after 5 floors? Just like the volcanoes? Sort of. So we're here on top of the tower. Somehow, the eye is drawn to one particular tile up here on the floor. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's the egg! That we got from the first volcano. And it makes a rainbow. Isn't that beautiful? Symbolic. Of the beauty and the diversity of human and all life, even the balls. Exactly. You see what I did there? Oliver. Oliver. Am I getting this? Oh, I get it. I was gonna say, Koodles, you good to go for what? But you got to go. Well, I'm very, very glad. Truly the land of egging. But look at us. Building rainbow bridges. We're all coming together. I'm glad you said that, Koodles. I didn't want to have to take an intermission just to call Child Protective Services. Thank you, sweetie. I've been working on my enunciation to get ready for this day. Now, Rainbow Bridge, trying to close off my thought, which is to say, Mr. Bezos, if you'll forgive me for a second, because I know it says right here, we didn't label the stream as political. But there's a metaphor here. But how we should all be embracing diversity and all that. And maybe having some bad thoughts about the kinds of people who don't. I don't know. But I shouldn't say anymore, because this is not a political stream. Not making any kind of political statement at all. Just a pretty girl playing a puzzle game. Now I could use my green square here, but I gotta be careful. Maybe I'll think about what else I can do for a second. If I'm careful, I could... Oh, I don't even have to be careful, because I'm bringing the square with me, of course. So we can cross the bridge, and cross back, and then the bridge is gone, but what do I care? Ta-da! Now, very perceptive, Jaymee. I congratulate myself because I'm going to do this in the right order. The first time. Maybe. In theory. I want to bring my green square down without Mr. Pink here doing whatever it is he does. I suppose if he does it, maybe I'll actually see it this time. I don't know. Very good chance. I hate to make myself sound vain. There's a very good chance I'll just miss it again because I'll be looking down in the bottom left corner. Maybe one of you would have told me by now what he did if you hadn't all been looking down in the bottom left corner, but I don't blame you. Like I said, the eye is drawn. You know, I got my beautiful sweater, these big, beautiful flowers on it. I can understand, fellas, if you're getting distracted. Now, let's hunker down. Boom, boom, boom! I did it. Look at that. Heh. To all the haters and the doubters. Eat it. Now, I'm going to push my green square over. Just right up against the hag. And then I'm going to do this. Watch and learn. Except maybe you, baby. Bag of magic food. Very good chance you don't have anything to learn from me about the Adventures of Lolo. Now I'm going to leave it right there. I think. Yes. That's what I'm going to do. Because you can see where I'm going, folks. You weren't born yesterday. Now if I come up around here, he's still at last. He's at rest. Well, he's not at rest. In fact, he seems kind of agitated. But that's not our concern. I'm going to come down here. And the hag is trapped. Or, if we want to take a more positive look at it, she got a visitor. Maybe that'll cheer her up a little. Maybe that's how she got so gray and starey in the first place. Nobody coming to visit. And now, all I've got to do is figure out what to do with Mr. Pink Feet up here. And I don't want to brag, but I can already see what to do. And I'm going to do it. Look at her go. Because if I do that, and then I do this, and then I remember to go the long way around, I can get the hearts, and then the treasure, and I've won. Another glorious victory. Ta-da! It's like witchcraft. You'd think. I think I came out clutching this thing. But it's mostly just instinct. And maybe by the transitive property, just inheriting some ability from your gracious host. I don't know. But here I am. Level 3. Floor 7. And all it took me was 2 hours, 20 minutes. But probably a little less than that. 2 hours. I hit my quota. But I'm having fun, folks, and I hope you are too. So let's keep going. Let's play a little bit more. Sounds like I might have a hot date tonight. So not for too much longer. Can't spend my whole Saturday in this room. Oh my word. I think I see what I want to do here. Well, you can keep him waiting a little bit. In fact, you probably should. Builds anticipation. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to push very carefully when the moment's right, which should be eventually, I hope. Or maybe never. Never's possible too. The gray ones are following Lolo. That's what's going on here. But there. Just gonna box them all in. And now we're never gonna think about them again. We can get our hearts. And we're on the way. This next part's fairly clear. I got shots, I got a river, I got a snake. I can do that math. I see what that adds up to. Now, should I go north? Should I go south? I mean east. A little bit of a blonde moment there. Oh, I'm not even a natural blonde, so I shouldn't say that kind of thing. Sexist. Let's go east. I'm gonna go east. And then let's take Mr. Snake here. Over. And then, I don't know. What am I gonna do? I don't know. Because look, folks, if I can't get that hot. See? She's already staring daggers at me. But I can't push Mr. Snake in front of it either. Maybe the game is trying to tell me something because there's an arrow on the floor. Let's see. Let's follow the arrow. But I gotta be careful, or the bad guy's gonna get me. Okay. No shots or anything, but I got shots. But now I shouldn't go to the west across the river, so I should go back. What the hell? Okay, I see what's going on here. Maybe I should have seen this one coming. You can't go against the arrow. Well, press my back button, and we'll try that one again. Uh-oh. maybe I'll just go right ahead and press my back button again. This gray guy's gonna get me. I trapped him in the bottom. Let's start with the top one. I guess actually it's the same problem. Just gotta be careful. There we go. Suppose we can trap the green guys. But it's also not a problem if we don't. We're off to the races. Now. To the east. That part's clear enough. Can't go up. Or north. Whichever you prefer. Your relative or your cardinal directions. We gotta push this fella. But we're not going up yet. Or maybe ever. But not yet for sure. Let's instead... Oh, well, I guess actually... Don't need to think too hard about this at all. I don't have any choice. There's nothing else I can do. I'm just gonna go to the west. Across the river. And it's done. Ta-da! Because now... I... can trap Mr. Pink Feet. Just like that. And I'm blocking the hag now, so I can grab the heart. And once I've got the heart, now I can push the snake and get the other heart. But then what? I don't know. I have an idea. Let's try something. First, the obvious part. Just get my shots. I knew there were going to be shots in there. I'm not surprised. I'm putting it together. They're going to give you the shots you need. It's not like you can bring them from somewhere else. And then... well, now I can move this snake around more. Because I gotta get Mr. Pink trapped up there. Here we go. Ta-da! And then... easy. Because I'm behind the fire-breathing dragon. And he's right by the river. And the river's right by the treasure. Et voila. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, folks. I'm gonna commit to you that I think I can finish floors 8 through 9. Probably 10, now that I think about it. I should think in multiples of 5 here. I think we can finish this off. But now that I think about it, I take back that thing I said about committing. Because what if they bust out a real brain tease and I get stuck? Like I said, I got a date waiting for me. So far, so good. Now, all we got is snakes and squares and hags. And there's not enough snake slash square slash hags to do all the blocking all at once. So it's just like before. I'm gonna have to play some tricks. Let's start just by pushing this like this, so that hag number 1's not a problem over here in the east, on the right. And then Steve Miliband. I was always partial to the Joker. I'm gonna get the one on the right. And we're gonna have to do the zap zap. So I gotta move fast. But I'm a fast gal, like I said. Listen, honey, I'll be honest with you. I was listening to Miss Anita O'Day earlier, so I can go back even further than that. Our queen of jazz, with the Oscar Peterson Quartet, the Anita Sings the Most album. Highly recommended, folks. Not trying to date myself here or anything. It's a little before my time. But great music doesn't age. Great art in general. That's why people still read Shakespeare. Look at me, I'm just standing here doing nothing. I know what I'm doing. Let me go. Gotta move, it's cracking. Under control. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Because, well, I can see that I need to move this fella before I can start thinking about that top hat. So let's move him. And then I can get the left hat. Maybe it's got some shots in it. You love to see it. And then, what am I gonna do? I will push my square here, just for peace of mind. Maybe that wasn't wise. I don't know. But first, we gotta get the top hat. So let's get that. Oh dear, it's cracking. It cracked. What am I gonna do? What is a girl to do? Step 1, I'm gonna press the back button, aka select. I'm selecting to go back to the start of the level. And then I'm gonna do most of what I already did, but smarter. I don't know. I think this is the next move, just like I did last time. but let's try it. Whew. This is almost like an action game. Gotta be quick with your thumbs. Fortunately, may not be a big gamer, but I got the manual dexterity. We don't need to talk about that anymore. Now, let's move Mr. Snake here. You can see I've come to respect the snakes, so I'm calling him Mr. now. I did not finish my list. Slow Loris. What are my other two preferred illegal pets? You know what? If we're fantasizing here, I'd take one of those horrifying man birds. You've seen these things? I don't know what they're actually called. There's some freaky looking birds out there. I'll take some freak bird. That'd be fun. As long as it's not like a cassowary or something. Am I saying that right? Cassowary? Cassowary? Oh, it's a smart audience. You know what I'm talking about. Now. I just don't know. I just don't know. It's just a matter of going faster? I have an idea. I have an idea. Let me try something here. Just in case I'm not going to push this thing yet. But what I am going to do is try the same thing I did last time, but with a slightly different strategy. Here we go. I bet big on myself and it paid off. Lolo runs faster than his own shots. He's a speedy boy. And I didn't even know it at the time, but I was being extremely wise when I didn't push my square in here, because watch this. Watch and learn from the professor. Now, I got the hag blocked and I can move the square at my leisure. Because the square's not going to hatch. Grampa Ball would have warned me if that was the case. Poof. And we are on to the next one. Floor 9. Oh my goodness. Once again, reiterating, I haven't literally committed to finishing this for you. I'm gonna try. Let me look at the clock. Let me consult my own hunger. I'm okay. My date's not blowing up my phone yet. You gotta let him squirm a little. As your gracious host likes to say, whoever's directing this is a master of suspense. I got shots. Now, no hags. That's reassuring. But, what am I gonna do here? I see. I see. The eye of an eagle. I've still only said 2 animals. Trying to think of something that's fun, a little exotic. Probably won't kill me. You know what? Platypus. I think I have heard they're very poisonous or venomous or whichever. But they're also just lovely little freaks. Just the cutest little freaks. I appreciate the boldness of being a mammal but laying eggs. Who else ever thought of that? Here we go. Only the platypus. I got some human friends that are mothers. And believe me, I bet some of them wouldn't have minded if they could have done the platypus route. And the duckbill. It's a whole thing. Nonconformists. And I respect that. Don't let them shove you into one box. You check off however many boxes you want to. That's what I say. Now, this is a tricky timing thing, but otherwise it's pretty clear what I'm supposed to do. So I think I'll be okay. Let's try. Oopsie. But I think the underlying theory was correct. So we should be okay here. Let's try again. Try again. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start right over again. Just gotta be a little less heavy with my thumb. It wasn't the time, and it was that I stepped right out and got killed. I drowned him. The horror. Poor little blue guy. I won't make that mistake twice, maybe. Once drowned, twice shy, right? Ta-da! Hey, Rocky! Come here a second. Handsome. Now, I'm gonna have to be careful with Caffeine Face up there. Here's what I think I'll do. I've got a plan. The gears are grinding. Watch me. If you don't believe it, just watch. I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, you come here. You come here, Rocky. I'm gonna get Green Guy. In an egg before I even cross the river. Gotta act fast, but otherwise this should be fine. Uh-oh. Well, I had the right idea, let's say. Didn't quite come together, but I had the right idea. Let's try again. It's all muscle memory now. At least up to a point. But that was not the particular muscle memory I meant to draw on. Wearing down my stamina here. I don't know I've ever played a video game for this long all at once. Now, as I was attempting. Just gotta get it all lined up. Or maybe it's a shot timing thing. Maybe I'll do this. Nope. I blew it. Let me try again. I blew it, and it wasn't the first time. Now here we go. Maybe. Yes! Now. I can see a problem. But first, let's deal with what we know we have to do, which is to get Rocky into position here. He doesn't want to go. All right. I see. It's all come together. But now, you can see my dilemma, can't you? Because I only got one shot. And with brains to boot. What can't this girl do? But what am I gonna do? What is my move? Bag of magic food. You are gonna be proud of me, I think. Thank you, sweetie, and I'm so glad you stopped by. You made it almost to the end. You take care. Back at you. I remember. Mind like a steel trap. A much earlier in the stream reference to upward currents. What if I put Mr. Skullface here in an egg and there's just a current? Then I can float up, get the heart, get the treasure. Or we'll just drown poor Lolo right here at the bottom of this cross. There's only one way to find out. Oh no. Well, at least I didn't drown him. But what am I supposed to do? I don't know. And then he got me. The sleeping skull got me. What am I gonna do? What's my move? Maybe we're just stuck here, folks. Maybe I can't fulfill my pledge to you. Tell you what, I can see on the timer there, we're at 2 hours and 50 minutes. I'm gonna say 3 hours is when I'll wrap up here. So maybe I'll deliver, and maybe it'll come up a little short, and either way we'll have had fun hanging out together, I hope. So, let's see what we can do. Oh, thank you, sweetie. You don't know that, but I appreciate the enthusiasm, the support, the cheerleading. Now, I guess it's something to do with something else, right? Stands to reason. What am I gonna do here? I guess the only way up is up. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to think about this top right corner here. Maybe I'm going about this all wrong. I don't know why it would help, but what if it helps to go up first? Stranger things have happened. We might as well investigate. Because we don't need no current here. Just gotta be quick. Well, no, that's not gonna work. Press the back button. So, what am I missing? I don't know. Maybe if your gracious host was here, he could figure this out. I suppose I've gotta do this to get started. And then this all seems overdetermined. And yet I'm missing something. There's a fork in the road. Oh my goodness. Showing my brassiere. Ah! Drowned. Let's try it again. It's getting worse. I'm falling apart. Cracking under the pressure. Back on track. Now, can we just run really, really fast? Not even worry about green guy? Can I get that heart and come back across before Rocky sinks? Maybe. I'll try anything once. But we need him in the middle. Oh. We settled this one before. Let him come to you. And that's good advice generally, ladies. Unless you want to go get him. Because it's the 21st century. Ladies can do whatever they want to do in that regard. Ta-da! Now it all seems so simple. Voila! And then One more. We got 5 minutes on the countdown timer. Huzzah indeed. She's done it. Look at her go. We got a pink guy. We got a couple of hags. And we got some squares. Let's think about this a little. We got 3 squares and 2 snakes, and that's it. So, what I'm gonna try here, I don't know. What am I gonna try here? I'm uncertain. We got some shots, that's good. It is good to have shots, especially now that it's Saturday night. What are we gonna do with Mr. Pink here? That's the big question. He's gonna cause problems. Well, what if I What if I don't know. Am I stymied? On floor 10? Right at the very end? Unless there's a floor 15 that we gotta get to. Oh, that would piss me off. Better not be that. That is a step too far. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. It'll come to me. Give me time. Could I do anything? Is there something I can do? It stands to reason there is. What is it? It's intimidating. Let's start by, I don't know. I'm frozen with indecision here. You know what, folks? I'm sorry. I think I've hit my wall. I think we're gonna shut it down. So close and yet so far. But that's a good cliffhanger for next time. Next time, I should stress, when you'll be joined once again by your gracious host. Because I want to be very clear. This was fun. But I think at this point, I've had my fill of the block pushing. Don't worry. I'm going to come back. You'll see me again. This was fun. It was a pleasure meeting all of you. But we'll do something. I'll get your gracious host to pick something else out for me. Who knows? I certainly don't. But he'll figure it out. Now, he told me the last note, file, and quick save. So he'll pick up from here, and maybe to him this is easy. You'll have to wait and find out. We'll take a little break from all of this sound, specifically this one song, playing again and again and again and again on an endless loop. I'll close that window. Ah, silence. And you know what? I might just go ahead and take off these headphones without messing up my hair. Hey. I suspect that might be true, Oliver. I suspect that might be true. But these are the prices we pay for working in showbiz. Heh. So check it out, folks. This was the very first ever episode of Jaymee with Games, and I'm so glad, so grateful that you all could join me. Our experience here, well, let me say, this little Lolo game, maybe pushing the blocks, I hit my limit, but it was fun, and I can see why this might appeal to somebody else, so I'm not here to rain on anybody's parade. We had wonderful visuals, and the game had pretty good graphics. And it was a good time, and it was nice to meet all of you and all of that. Your host wants me to say that he'll be back here tomorrow playing Disco Elysium. Ooh, that sounds classy. And that Greg and James beat him up when Gregory comes over so they can play the games together. Should be going ahead on Wednesday. And if all goes according to plan, Friday night Frosthaven will be back on Friday. So that's the schedule coming up. I can't say for sure when I'll be back next. It could be next Saturday. It could be a little bit down the line, but it won't be too long. Because how really long can I resist the siren call of a camera pointed right in my face so everyone can see how pretty I am? So I'll be back, guided by voices. Hello. Oh, yay. I at least got to catch the very end. Looking great, Jaymee. It's true, but thank you for noticing. It was a good stream. We had fun. Oh, let me check the notes. Guided by voices. From Texas. Much more popular streamer than me. Not me. Your gracious host. So, hey, we have a celebrity, a Twitch star. Glad you could join us, even if it was just at the end, guided by voices. I assume you aren't also the popular indie rock band, but if you are, very, very cool. Plays. All right, folks. If you want to watch a Texan play baby games for babies, you head on over and you check out Guided by Voices on here. Just not if he's doing it at the same time as Jaymee with Games, of course. And I think that about wraps it up. There's more stuff coming. Some of it will feature me. Not next Friday, but sometime in the near future. I'm going to play this Frosthaven with Gregory and Richard. And I'm going to do a guest spot on this Gregory and James show. And I'll be here playing something, but probably not this. I'll hand this back to your gracious host. Maybe something a little less mentally taxing. And onwards and upwards. So, hey, that's it. That is the show. I should have thought of a good sign-off. Let me see if I can come up with something. Just off the top of my head. Well, here's a message. We'll end with a positive message for the youth. And for anyone else who's watching. You don't have to be young for this to be valuable. Listen, honeys, it was so lovely of you all to join me. And until the next time we meet, stay beautiful, stay joyful, stay weird. You can never get too weird. Okay. Bye-bye.